Do you remember when you were in school and the teacher would always say that if somebody hits you, you should just walk away? It's the most bullshit advice that I've ever heard in my entire life. If somebody hits you and you turn around and walk away, then they're just going to hit you again in the back of the head. In this video, we're going to show you some of the biggest mistakes that people make in street fights that could have potentially life-threatening consequences. We'll show you how to avoid them, and we'll show you what you could try to do instead. First of all, why are you in a street fight in the first place? Be a decent person. Don't have an ego. Don't be a tough guy. There are plenty of tough guys that are in prison or are dead. Don't drink too much, and don't go to places where other people do drink too much. Do all of that, and you probably won't need any of the advice in this video. But just like wearing a seatbelt or having life insurance, it's still good to know what to do should the worst thing happen to you. So we all know that our teacher's advice about walking away when somebody hits you is just nonsense, right? Our parents did it a little bit better. Our parents told us that if somebody hits us, we should hit them back. Now, I agree with that advice, but actually, why wait for them to hit us at all? If we reasonably believe that somebody is about to hit us and do us harm, then strike them first. Hit them first, hit them hard, and escape as quickly as you can. So the attacker's a better striker than me, but I fancy myself as a bit of a grappler. So I've taken him down to the ground, and now I'm smashing him. Problem: what's on the ground that he could use to attack me? Broken glass? Rocks? Who knows? Also, who's behind me? Who's around me? Maybe his mates. Then I'm in serious, serious trouble. Number one rule of self-defense: do not go to the ground. If you get taken down to the ground, bite, gouge the eyes, do everything you can to get up as quickly as possible. It might be worth learning a bit of basic jiu-jitsu to help you get up off the ground as quick as you can. So we run a boxing class in this room every week, and the biggest mistake that we see newcomers making is dropping their guard. So what happens when people punch, especially newcomers, is they think that punching power comes from their arms and from their shoulders. So they will compromise their guard in order to throw these big swinging shots from their waist because they think they're generating more power. Where you should actually be throwing your punches from is nice and high. Your punching power comes from your hips, it comes from your feet, it comes from your body weight shifting into the shot, not from your arms. So you can always keep your guard nice and high when you're punching, springing off the rear foot, keeping your shoulder nice and high to protect your chin. What we don't want is shots coming from here because we're leaving ourselves wide open. When we're throwing punches, we're keeping our hands nice and high, we're keeping our shoulders high to protect our chin, and when we throw the shot, we're using our arm to cover ourselves from the counter strike.
So instead of keeping the guard like in here, like in boxing, maybe we are more with the hands open, doing the famous fence, the fence that we have talked about in other videos. Okay, and from here, we are maybe someone throwing bottles from us, we are here, but then we generate the power, as Ryan said, from our hips, putting our body weight. Okay, when I throw this hand, this one is protecting me as much as possible. When I throw this one is protecting me. Okay, the hands are open, it's fast to move. I close when I'm punch, I close when I'm punch. This is very fast, pan, pan, here.
So if you were giving your kids advice about self-defense, what advice would you give them? Leave a comment in the comment section below and let us know. If your comment is something like, if somebody punches you, walk away, then we'll delete your comment. Guys, we released a video about what we think are the best covers that we can use to defend ourselves against punches, so if you're interested in that, you should definitely check it out. We've also released a video about how dirty fighting can give us an advantage, either using our body as a weapon or using improvised weapons as well to gain an advantage, so make sure you check that one out as well, guys. For more self-defense content, please give us a like and subscribe.
Stay safe, amigos.
Thanks, everyone.